Here we have the Saltwater Inshore November Tackle Club box, and we've got a huge array of lures here for you this month. Let's start it off with the terminal tackle. So we've got here included the Suffix fluorocarbon 30-pound leader. So this is going to give you good abrasive resistance and good clarity through the water. So if you don't know, fluorocarbon refracts less light than monofilament. It also has less stretch as well, so you retain your sensitivity. Always good to have more leader. Let's jump into the lures. We'll start off with top water and work our way deeper into the water column. Let's start off with the Rapala Saltwater X-Wrap. So this one here is essentially a pencil bait or a stick bait. It's got a good weight to it and super strong single hooks, meaning that once you hook up, the chances of actually dropping the fish is quite slim. But what you're gonna do with this one, it being a top water lure, pop a long cast out and you're gonna burn it back fairly quick. You can get twitchy, but what I like to do, especially with your super speedy saltwater predators, cast it out and just burn it back. You can sort of twitch your rod as you wind it, but this will just go nuts across the top of the water, getting you some awesome top water strikes. You can use it for tuna, mackerel, any of your reef fish. If you're fishing some shallow water reefs as well, can be absolutely dynamite. Now, if top water's not working for you and you gotta go a little bit deeper, then you jump over to your Storm So Run minnow. Once again, it's got good weight to it. Already comes with super strong hooks as well, so you can fish this right out of the box. Now, this is going to be prime for fishing some rocky edges or even some shallow reef as well, where you can cast it out and just do a slow roll back or even add in a few twitches. But yeah, I'll mainly just do a slow roll back for this and just let the bib on the lure do most of the work. It's just going to be swimming, vibrating, going crazy through the water, and these really hold up their swimming action when you use them at speeds. So that's the Storm So Run minnow. Now, if you're fishing a little bit deeper or you find yourself over some good structure, some reef, rocky outcrops, a sunken ship, whatever you're fishing, micro jigs are the way to go. So this one here, we have the Magbite Gira Metal. So this is essentially a slow pitch jig with a bit of flash and vibration added to it with the little flashy blade on there. But it's pretty easy to work. So you've got your little single assist hooks tied to the top. You're gonna tie that on your line and just drop it straight down. Let it go all the way down to the bottom till it hits the bottom. I'll maybe wind it up about a foot or two and then just slow up and down jigs. And this thing will just flutter in the fall, pull up, flutter back down, pull up, flutter back down. I'll do maybe 3, 4, 5 jigs. If no interest, I'll do a couple cranks of the handle and jig a little bit further up in the water column. But if you've got a fish finder on your boat or your kayak, it's going to make it a lot easier. If you can find where these fish are holding, what depth they are, just drop it down and fish the depth they're sitting at. Maybe jig it a little bit deeper and then work it back up through where the fish are holding. Now, if you want to cover more ground and pop long casts out, whether it be open water or somewhere that's more snaggy, that's when you've got your 360 GT coastal plastics in this. So this is a big paddle tail plastic and they come pre-rigged with weedless hooks in them. So this means that you can pop long casts out over reef and not be too worried about snagging this up. You can also drop them straight down vertically and work them up and down, because that paddle tail will still be doing its thing, vibrating and kicking along. But the way I like to fish them is essentially use them as a search bait or just to cover a lot of ground. So if you're fishing over a big patch of reef or a big patch of rock, then yeah, start peppering casts out left, right and center. Let it sink down, slow roll back. Can even speed it up if there's some mackerel and stuff around. That's when you might want to chuck on a bit of wire as well, as they might just bite you off. And in every box this month, we have included tackleclub.com.au bottle openers. They're in a little key ring format, so you can chuck these on your keys and then you can crack your beer open after your hard day on the water, or even during if you're so inclined. But remember, if you're the skipper, always be in control and boat safe. But that's it for the saltwater inshore box this month. If you want to check this box out or any of the others in the range, just head to www.tackleclub.com.au, pick a box that's right for you, and welcome to the club.